you'll feel the air that's in your mouth. When you bite your jaw, it's actually gonna pressurize up into your head. You build up CO2, that's the first trigger for your brain to be like, hey, you need to breathe. And it's trying to pull air into your lungs.
Previously in the Decked Let's Get After It series, host Danny Bolton met up with carpenter and big wave surfer Ben Wilkinson to build a traditional wood surfboard and take on some of the biggest waves of his life.
Made lifelong friends with that guy, for sure, I can tell you that right now.
In this episode, Danny returns the favor by hosting Ben on the big island of Hawaii to catch some fresh fish for beachside sashimi and learn some deep water diving techniques. Let's get after it.
I'm Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Matt.
Hey Matt. Yeah, nice to meet you, mate.
I'd love to get Ben out there and just like getting some food, catching a fish, be able to send him home with some fish, and then work with him on his freediving skills. Dude, the guy's gnarly, like big wave surfer, and can probably hold his breath no problem, but I want to like work with him on actually diving deep. Man, just like repay the favor to Ben, like such a good guy and taking me out to go surf, so I just want to make sure he has a good time.
I'm way more pumped than I would be like surfing big waves, you know. It's like, I don't care if I catch bait fish, I don't care if like it all brings back memories for me. I fished a lot as a kid with my dad. My dad passed away in 2005, and that's kind of the reason why I left Australia. Being in the eddy was like one of my dreams that we like talked about, and telling him like, hey Dad, yeah, I'm gonna go and try being the eddy. And then after he passed, the first year I surfed the eddy was 2016. We had great time together, and it was just something I wanted to like carry that on, or at least try, you know.
If we catch one, we'll kind of troll a little bit more, and then we'll start bringing that one in. We're a couple hours in, fish count is a big whopping 0, but vibes are high. Can't catch them on the couch, just trying to put in our time, and we'll get them. We'll get them. So you got the bird, and then you probably got like 15 feet of line, and just take your time, yeah? Just go slow and try to drag them up right here. Cool, you got that? Keep them in the water though.
Yep. I got it. Yeah. Nice one.
We got dinner at least. Woo! Baby mahis.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That's
Let's
a real
go.
one. Yee!
All right.
Quite like healthy the way it ran that first run. Ah! Love that.
Oh, my dad used to fish hand lines.
Yeah.
That's all.
Grab that.
No, beautiful fish. Look at that. Dinner
That's
for all of us for
yeah.
sure. You know, like.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna send you home with some of this for
Yeah.
sure. Little variety mix right here, so stoked. Got dinner taken care of, got to get Ben in the water, but just gonna work with him on his diving, equalization, and also just try to explain it to a way that he can also take that knowledge and pass on to his kids and get them diving, get them spearfishing. So it's nice, we're gonna cruise over here and jump in.
I think the biggest thing is just keeping your heart rate down. Similar to like big wave surfing, like you know in those lulls when you're waiting, and you're just trying to catch your breath and like that like long slow exhales, that's going to bring your heart rate down. If you truly want to be good at free diving, it's almost like meditation, and just kind of forget all the stresses of the day, because you have to do that to get your heart rate down and release like the tension that you have. Instinctually, your body has a mammalian dive reflex. Second you get your face submerged, your heart rate goes down, and like it automatically does that for you. So it's just such a, it's almost like medicine, you know? I would say we go out and we kind of just like find like a baseline for you, what you're comfortable at. And who knows, it could be deep, but I think we can kind of push it
a little bit past that. I'd love to see you get to like 60, 70 feet.
Yep.
60, 70 feet is like where I do a lot of the spear fishing.
Most of my free diving comes from spearfishing. I want to be down shooting fish, so I have to be able to get down where they're at. You got to put in that time on the bottom, and that's just a big breath hold. And you reach a certain point where you just start sinking past 30 feet. And once you reach that point, you don't have to kick anymore. And you're just feeling this water rushing across your face. It almost feels like wind. It's getting colder. The water's starting to squeeze you. Feel your lungs getting compressed. And you're having to equalize your ears as you go down.
Usually once you get past 30 feet, like that's most of the equalization is that 30 foot, then it's a little bit less as you go deeper. You're actually using the air that's in your head, your mouth, and your sinuses are ready to push air up the back of my tongue. You'll feel the air that's in your mouth. When you bite your jaw, it's actually gonna pressurize up into your head.
Yeah.
And it's almost just like a sense of freedom as you're gliding down. There's nothing holding you back. You're completely weightless.
Matt, how are we looking? Good? You happy where we're at? When your body's using that oxygen, it turns that into energy, but then the byproduct of that is CO2. So when you get built up CO2, that's the first trigger for your brain to be like, hey, you need to breathe.
And your diaphragm starts pulling down. You start getting these contractions.
And it's trying to pull air into your lungs.
And you're having to relax through that. You're having to tell your brain like, hey, it's okay.
From there, usually you're only about halfway of your oxygen levels. So if you can relax through those contractions, you can go quite a bit further.
But you have to be conscious enough to know you have a limit. So somewhere down here, you're gonna have to stop. And since you were able to free dive down, that means that there's gravity pulling you down. And guess what? When you turn around, you're gonna have to swim against that gravity. And it's just one kick at a time. And your body's just wanting to breathe so bad. There's nothing else you can do other than just keep kicking. Your face breaks the surface and you feel that water drain off your face, and you can
Feels so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Work on those equalizations, and remember, like, big breath in, slow breath out. And when you take that last breath, feel the belly, feel the chest, feel the throat. Yeah. And then do that dive.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that? Recovery vest. One more. That's a sick one. Down there a while. Felt good?
Yeah.
Look good. You definitely got the breath hold.
I got it, but I got a lot to learn.
Yeah, it's just a lot of reps too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, as much as like I can give you the knowledge, but you just gotta get the reps in.
that was amazing to come around and check me out. I got to look it right in the eye. I always kind of think stuff like that is like my dad checking me out, or, you know, just kind of like, I don't know, just take those signs and really enjoy them. It's just, yeah, unreal. Really cool.
That felt good today. Felt real good. Yeah, the day's not over though. The day is young. So we got, I think, go kind of get some of the stuff we need for post on crew. And get dinner lined up. I'm kind of getting hungry.
Yeah, 5:30. Oh! Hey Matt, I lost my lid. Should be all clean by the time we pick it back up. Yeah, we're just cutting the mahi right now. Got Ben, I mentioned ceviche, but Ben was like, bro, let's take it up a notch and put a little coconut milk, a little post on crew. He's got some ties to Tahiti, been to Tahiti, and that's kind of their style down there.
Oh, I've traveled down there a lot. I went down there with my dad one time on a trip, and then when he passed, I went back and stayed for a long time and made some lifelong friends, and it's like ties to Hawaii. That's why I'm here, because of like my friends in Tahiti. It's starting to, you know, kind of cook, or just kind of mix it around, and then all the edges are starting to cook from the acid in the lime.
Dude, he's freaking ready for his own cooking show.
I like eating, as you can see.
Big Ben eats.
Big Ben eats.
Healthy dosing of lime.
Hold on.
I'm just looking, mate. I'm just looking. All right, settle down.
See it right there. Carpaccio. One of my favorite ways to eat it right there.
Awesome to meet you.
Yeah.
And a privilege to hang, and I can't wait to do it again. But it's like, yeah.
Surf, fish, dive, like,
Yeah.
kind of all the dream. Like, that's what we live for.
Really romantic. Happy Valentine's Day.
You got a bigger smile than my wife right now.